Bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio everybody. What is going on? It is Gale here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Chronicle video, and Tione is alive in game. Yes, I know it's a bit weird, but technically it's already the 1st of June in Japan. So it makes sense why we have Tione live in-game right now. To be honest, I was kind of surprised seeing her go live, as well as a lot of other people in my Discord as well. I was gonna actually make a video talking about her skills and everything, but to be honest, they already dropped the banner in-game. This is similar to what happened with, I think it was either Wealth or some other unit. I can't remember who it was, but it was something very similar to basically what happened here effectively, where we were looking on Twitter and seeing the skills, and then 10 minutes later, she's live in game, you know? So it's kind of weird in that sense, but better sooner rather than later in a way kind of thing, basically, because now I can actually make a video talking about her, and I can also use her in the same video rather than me having to try and, you know, justify whether or not she's worth it or not. I can actually see the numbers in game, and I can also check her out and test her out in the trial mode. At least, of course, I'm going to be summoning later on stream, but I can try her out on the trial mode and see if she's any good and does she correlate with what they showed off on the video or in the video, and whether or not she's any good, to be honest. So, of course, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit all over the place. It's just a little bit of a surprise that she's just dropped so suddenly, right? So I do apologize if I seem a little bit frazzled, but we have Tione right here in the game. Of course, wind speed, we found this out yesterday thanks to the data mines. I'm struggling to talk here, of course, right? Now, she does have a radar banner, but no paid. That is very interesting because in the image we knew that she had a paid banner, unless no, so that doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? What is going on here? It doesn't make any sense because why did she have a paid thing on the image? Let me have a look and see 1 second. Let me pull up the Imgur again, because I swear she should have a paid banner in all, to be honest. So this is a little bit odd. This is a very, very odd situation to be in. I generally thought she was going to have a paid banner, at least based on the image we have here. Unless they're planning on dropping something in the near future and we just didn't read something, right? Yeah, 5 times only with 50 result medals. Get overflowing emotions, Tione. It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd here. Let's check the summary out. Maybe there might be some information there potentially, right? The limited time character Overflowing Emotions Tione is now available. In this gacha, the appearance rate of Overflowing Emotions Tione and the scene card ensemble is all for you is increased. Okay, it doesn't mention anything about the paid banner, which is really odd to me. Unless let's see here. 1 second. Let's check out the news section, because there might be something in the news section that we don't know about necessarily. Let us see here. No. It doesn't say anything here. What about this one? Does it say anything here? No, it doesn't say anything here. I would say before you spend your spend your real life money on Selas, I would personally wait till tomorrow, because I have a feeling there will be a paid banner, because I'm surprised that there is nothing here. Basically, there's no mention of it or anything of that sort. So I would highly recommend people hold off on actually spending their money on and just summoning straight up on this banner. Wait for a day or two if possible, if you are planning on summoning, because I do think there will be a paid banner on for Tione. 100% there has to be, because why would there be an image for it in the data mines? It doesn't make any sense, right? So I would highly recommend people hold off and wait to see if there's going to be a paid banner tomorrow, because of course this is they dropped this banner at a bit of an odd time, right? Usually banners and events all go live at around 4 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning. That is UTC GMT plus 0 UK time, if people want to really know where exactly that is based, so that they can convert it for their time zones. To be honest, if you're living in America, that's 11 p.m. EST. If you're in Asia, that should be around like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. basically. I'm just spitballing there, of course. I know Asia's super broad, but I'm just spitballing there. It should be super like early in the morning for y'all in Asia as well. So I would wait for that, to be honest, because I do think there's going to be a paid banner. It is a little bit surprising that there's not one, even though the data mine says it is. But anyways, that is not why we're here for. That is not why we're here. We're here to check out Tione. Now, I've already seen what she does because of the tweet, and I was gonna make a video talking about it, right? But of course, we'll go over it together in this video as well and see exactly what she does. So her basic attack is just a normal attack that you see on every speed unit or normal unit, to be honest. There's no extra effect or anything. Her technique 1 at A0. We'll take a look at A0 and then we'll slowly increase the awakenings and see how it changes. Bride's overwhelming power. 170% attack multiplier, 400 cooldown, 3 consecutive front-facing AoE attacks, 20% movement speed. I'm going to just round it up to 20%. 13% crit rate increase to all units for 10 seconds. And it can be stacked up to 3 times. So you can get up to 40% crit rate basically, or 39% to be precise, which is really good. Okay, that's really, really nice. The fact that you can stack the crit rate is insane. That is going to go so well with Ryu, of course, right? Who does a lot of crit damage as well, right? Smack eyes on Ryu, put this Tione alongside her, and also just generally as well, maybe some dexterity based scene cards, and you are cooking, especially with the wait, actually, hold on a second, I need to just check eyes. How much does she give? So if you have the event scene card, right, that gives 30% crit rate when the enemy's movement speed is debuffed, right? That's for 30%. This Tione, when stacks are fully built up, 39%. And if we take a look at eyes, if we can go over to eyes, thank you very much. She, on her skills at max awakening, this is max awakening, so let's check out non-max awakening, 26%. So you're basically getting 95% crit rate there. That is really good. That is really good. And not to mention, add in the dexterity and stuff as well, you'll probably get a baseline boost anyways of like a solid 10-15%, I assume, crit rate, which is insane. You're going to be critting 100% of the time. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous, okay? That is insane. That is actually kind of nuts, in all honesty. Okay, so there is that. That skill 1 is actually pretty solid, in all honesty. That skill 1 is actually pretty darn solid. And of course, remember, with higher awakenings, you'll probably see a big boost there as well. Cross Iorium or Eorium, technique 2, 325% attack multiplier, 800 cooldown, 2 consecutive front-facing AoE attacks, and 26% decreases movement speed to enemy for 10 seconds. So again, more movement speed debuffs, which is great. Obviously helps Ryu out massively, right? And I assume it'll help her out as well, because her special move, Thoughts for My Darling, attack multiplier 520%, 3000 cooldown, so relatively high cooldown, single front-facing AoE attack. When the enemy has decreased movement speed, grants 26% technique damage increase to own units, so the Tione itself will get it, not all units. Activates a field effect for 10 seconds, reduces 5.2%, reduces technique cooldown every 1 second to allies within the field. Now, this is really good because the field effect, just like Lefia's, is really solid. Honestly, very, very nice. Obviously, we'll need to see the size of the field effect and everything to see how useful it'll actually be and how well it actually reduces the technique cooldown. But it makes sense because, again, we were expecting this. Tione is really built to help support Wedding Ryu as well, right? We knew this was going to probably be the case, especially knowing how heavy that second skill cooldown was on Ryu, right? How long it is, right? So it makes sense as to why they've decided to go and help her out with this Tione and, of course, kind of sell both at the same time, right? It makes a lot of sense as well there. But, of course, I want to see how it actually works in game, because obviously with Water Lefia, right, the New Year's Lefia, her field effect is massive, right? Helps out so many players, even in co-op as well. This, it all depends on how big the range is, and if that number 5.2% is actually pretty good. One every 5.2 per second is not bad, because that's basically 50% technique cooldown, which is solid, you could say, right? And then at S1 or A1, I should say, not S1. I'm thinking about Honkai Star a little bit too much. At A1, 30% technique damage increase, and you get a 20% critical damage boost for her or for herself, and then you get a 6% reduces technique cooldown, which is not bad, not a big boost, but it's still a solid boost nonetheless. At A2, you basically get a boost to the numbers and a duration boost, I think, yeah, from 10 to 15 seconds, which is still very solid. In fact, it'll be really good, in all honesty, especially with the cooldown being at 400, pretty solid, I would say. A3 just increases the decreased movement speed, and A5 is just more boosts to the number. Jesus, English is a hard language, guys. English is a hard language. But yeah, general boost to the numbers as well. So let's see how she works in the trial mode. Now remember, don't look at the damage. She's a speed unit first and foremost, and second of all, she won't have an assist because Eyes is not on the banner, so they wouldn't put the Eyes as a trial assist, unfortunately, even though that's stupid as hell, to be honest. But either way, it is what it is. We've got only Tione here to rock with. Her HP looks pretty high, I feel. Unless I'm tripping. For a speed unit, I feel like it's pretty high. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. Her being a speed unit, of course, allows her to get the this off really easily. Alright, let's see now. Let's see the field effect. This is gonna give us an idea on the field effect. Do you have to be on the hard, or can you be on the edge? I think you kind of have to be on the hard, unfortunately. Let me have a look here. Okay, I needed to analyze that a little bit more in detail. I need to see that. I need to analyze a lot of things in detail. 1 second. So first and foremost, oh my god. Her being a speed unit, of course, her damage is not going to be insane. And also, like I said, no assistant, no scene cards. This isn't a great showing. Also, I'm really throwing with her her Q, man. Her Q feels a little bit annoying to make a hit on. Okay, there we go. It's like you're easily able to, like, if you're close range, you're gonna pass him easily. So you want to do it at a bit of a range, basically. Her her skill 1, of course. All right, now let's see this. This is gonna be the real test. Okay, let's drop this on their head. Okay, do this. All right, I need to just check this out. So, oh, okay. So the field effect. If you're just standing in the center of the heart, so it's an actual circle. The appearance might be a heart, but it is an actual circle. Okay, I'm gonna just charge up my ult again, actually. Oh god. There we go. Okay, I just needed a break. I just needed a break now. All right, let's try this again. And I want to see the cooldown now. That's what I want to see. All right, I'm gonna aim in the wrong direction just to see the cooldown. It doesn't feel that amazing, to be honest, the cooldown. At A5 as well, I mean, you're probably going to want to work it in tandem with Ryu's A1, probably. I think with Ryu's A1, it'll come in handy. But I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of unimpressed for Tione's technique cooldown. Kind of. It's not bad. I think you have to continuously attack. That's what I was not doing as well, right? To be fair, I think when you're attacking and also have the technique cooldown, it'll add up more significantly than what I was showing, right? Let me try that again. Let's try that again, and let's try and set up the field and actually try and attack, because I think that'll give us a better indication of how good the field effect truly is. But because obviously, you know, when Water Lafia has set a standard when it comes to field effects, right? Let's be real, right? With the amount of you know, damage output she does, right? As well as obviously being able to effectively give so many buffs, right? She's able to inflict a you know, water damage increase. She's able to do water, just a general damage increase at A1. She's able to increase you know, or regenerate HP, give that Liaris effect as well, which is applicable to all units, not just Bell or not just Water Bell, right? Which is really good, of course, as well. So it kind of feels a little bit like lacking in a way, to be honest. It just feels a little bit lacking in some way, right? In that I feel like it could be a little bit better, to be honest. I would say her technique range on the second skill is actually pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of the Tione attack in the upgrade quest, funnily enough. It really does, which is super nice in a way, you know. So let's do this. I'm gonna just do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Now let's see how good the cooldown is with this. I mean, it's not too shabby, but I feel like it could be a lot better as well at the same time, you know. It's not bad, but I feel like for the duration and everything, I'm kind of unimpressed, to be honest. I'm kind of unimpressed by Tione's, I'm kind of unimpressed. I am kind of unimpressed. I was expecting to see a little bit more. I really like the critical rate, though. I will say that. The crit rate bonus, I think, is going to be really good. I am very unimpressed by the field effect, even though it will still come in handy. Don't get me wrong. When I say I'm unimpressed, I was expecting more. I was expecting more from Tione's technique cooldown reduction. In all honesty, I really was. I really genuinely was. The fact that it's so little makes me feel like it's kind of like, it's okay. It's not an insane, you know, boost, in all honesty. The movement speed increase, of course, is super nice, of course, right? As well as the critical rate increase. That I think her skill 1 is arguably the bigger selling point than the special move, in my personal opinion. I generally do believe that. The second skill is obviously going to come in handy, of course, for general, for general use as well as with Weathering Ryu. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you've summoned already, let me know how you guys are faring with Tione. Do you guys like her, dislike her? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.